What's going on, man? It's your big brother Trend. You tuned in again to another exclusive video. Today is still Tuesday, March the 11th, 2025. And I met you again with another video. This video is for everybody, but I'm going to be talking specifically about men, of course. And I don't want to come off as like playing a victim role or like crying about, being a man and, going through, the daily grind and, being a man and stuff. I'm not complaining. I'm not asking nobody to pity men. I'm not telling everybody that men have it harder than anybody else or nothing. I'm just speaking from what I experience being a man and what I hear other guys that I know talk about and what they go through. So don't let this video come off like strange or nothing like that. Nah, I'm just discussing stuff like everyday stuff that men go through and nobody don't know about it. So if you're a man, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're a woman, make sure you subscribe or share this video if you like it. Anyway, so I was just sitting here thinking, man, being a man is definitely harder than a lot of people think. You know what I mean? It is really, it's like every day as a man, we are expected to like make ends meet. We are expected to make things happen like 24/7, 365, whether you sick, hurt, it don't matter. We gotta go to work. That's a man's life. A man's life is always constantly about work. Constantly. And it's, men's supposed to be providers and stuff like that. That's what it's supposed to be. When you're a man, you're a man. You gotta step up, and make things happen. That's all I know how to do as a man. Like, and me personally, I haven't really I help myself, and when I say I help myself, I'm saying like in my personal life, you know what I'm saying? It's just me, you know what I'm saying? And then I got my beautiful subscribers, my guys on here that I'm subscribed to me and stuff like that. But that's just about it. That's about it for me. And I've just noticed, man, the older I get, I'm just noticing that it's like, you just, as a man, like, you just know nobody's coming to help you. Like, us men, we don't get handouts most of the time. We don't get handouts. We don't get freebies. We don't get respect. We got to go get it. As a man, we don't get people to be like, you look good, or you fresh, you smell good. You know what I mean? We don't really, as men, we don't really get compliments more like women do. Like, we don't get compliments at all, basically. As a man, we got to keep ourselves confident within our own right. Like, we have to manipulate ourselves into feeling confident because nobody tells men that, who they are. Now, every blue moon, you might run into somebody as a man and say, hey, man, hey, man, I like them shoes. And he going to be like, thank you. And that compliment that man get, it gonna go a long way. Fellas, you already know. Like, if somebody compliments something about a man, he remember it all day long. And I really feel like a lot of women don't know that. I really feel like a lot of women don't know how much men never get any type of acknowledgement of his work or what he's doing, that I don't even think a lot of women even really know how much it means to tell a man like, man, you working hard, bro. I see your work, man. Keep going. You are awesome. Man, that man gonna look at you like, this is how most of us men are, because we don't never get reciprocated the energy that we put out. We don't never get it back. Most of us don't never get it back. We never really have nobody to tell us, Keep going. Keep pounding. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Now, unless you know, what I'm saying, not unless you with a group of teammates and y'all play football or you in the gym, you got a personal trainer or something. Other than that, men, we be by ourselves, man. We be all out in the wilderness by ourselves, have to do our own thing at all times. There is never, ever, hardly ever any help coming to help us. There's never going to be nobody come and save men. You know what I mean? For us men, it's like, just like the movie, it's like we either get rich or die trying. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. If you're a man and you're not on top of your shit and you're not doing good, you don't make money, or you don't got your own stuff, you automatically look at it as a lesser man than every other man to a woman. Like, if this man don't have his own place to stay, like I remember growing up, man, I ain't really never had my own place to stay. You know what I'm saying? I just recently, in my mid-20s, that's when I finally got my own place to stay. You know what I mean? But I never really had my own stuff, like, for a long time in my early years in life, like when I was supposed to have it. You know what I mean? Y'all know how long it took me to get a car? Like, I remember, like, yesterday, I used to walk to work every single day. Why? Because I'm a man. It ain't no excuses for men. If you can't do it by yourself as a man, you not respected as a man. And like I said, I used to have to walk to work every day. I used to have to ride bikes, ride buses. Why? Because being a man, you don't get excuses. You know what I'm saying? Men, we don't get excuses. We don't get to say, oh, I don't feel good today. I can't make it to work. Nah, it's either you going to show up to work or you going to get fired. Men don't get no second chances most of the time. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's really hard. Life is hard for men. Being a man, we don't really get a lot of people to, never really nobody to reach out to us and check on us as men. Not that we need it. Not that we, asking to, like be feminine and nothing. Like it ain't like we need to nobody to do nothing for us, but it's just, that's the reality of most men. We never really, not unless you got a girlfriend or something like that, but most men never really have nobody there to check on them. It's just that simple. Telling you, most men that you see walking every single day, I guarantee you, nobody really cares for that dude. Not unless he got a girlfriend, not unless he got a little side chick or something like that, or something like she might call every now and again. But other than that, most men don't get that type of love or appreciation because we men. You know what I'm saying? And a man, we won't tell you that it's get hard, because we can't. We can't say, oh man, I'm feeling some kind of way, man. I ain't feeling good, man. I'm going through some trouble, man. I'm going through some pain, man. My mind ain't right today, bro. I'm struggling with this addiction. I'm struggling with that. We can't say that. If we as a man, if we say stuff like that, it's like our percentage meter of approval just goes down because nobody respects a man who just tells you how he really feel. Most men, we gotta fake it. Most men, we got to fake like we good. Like we all right, like we winning. You know what I mean? But most deep down inside, most men is really hurting. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it at 100 with you. Most men, deep down inside, most men really hurting. But do they get a free pass? No. And like I say, this is where I think a lot of women just really don't understand that she could be probably with any guy she ever wanted to be with if she knew exactly what a man needs. But I'm not trying to say, I'm not a womanizer or nothing, but I'm just saying, I could say the majority of women don't even know this simple, basic stuff about men. It's basic understanding about men, and it's not a lot. It's not a lot. Most of us men, we have to go buy our own stuff. We buy our own stuff at the store. If we want a new outfit, we got to go get them. If we want new clothes, we got to go buy our own stuff. That's what a man do. He buy his own stuff. Most of the stuff that you see in a man's closet, he bought it. You know what I mean? Most of the colognes and scents that you smell a man wear, we bought that. It ain't nobody that do nothing for me. It really never, ever, except for probably on his birthday, if that. You know? And for us men, a simple gift go a long way for us. I remember, like, as a man, bro, we remember who bought us everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stuff that I didn't buy and somebody else bought it for me, I remember who bought it. And I never forget who bought it. Why? Because most time us men, we don't never get anything. We don't get nothing. And like I say, bro, I really am baffled at how many women don't know this simple secrets. Simple secrets. If you a woman watching my video, let me ask you a question. If you know that men are providers and women are nurturers, right? Men are supposed to provide. We supposed to, give our fair share to make ends meet. But women are supposed to be helpmates, right? Helpmates, right? So if every woman out there knows men's secrets, like, okay, most every woman that a man come in contact with, he have to provide for her. If she know that every woman is carrying that same type of energy when she meet a man, why don't she understands that she'll be that much better than the next chick if she just be if she reciprocate the same energy back to him that he doing to her? Like, I don't understand why a lot of women don't understand that simple secret. If a man gets something from a woman, which he don't need most of the time, but if a woman do something for a man, like anything, he notices it. He remembers it. He's not going to forget it. Why? Because he never gets nothing. If a woman took a man car, right, and drove it, and she driving his car, and she went to a gas station, and she filled his car up for him, don't you know that man is going to look at you way different from every other girl he ever been with? It's just that simple, ladies. It's that simple. Or if you know a man as a woman, right, and you just want to win this man, or you already dealing with him, right? He your best friend, or he's some guy that you dating. Don't you know? Because with men, it's simple stuff. Don't you know? If you do something so simple as go buy that man a toolbox with fresh tools in it, don't you know that man gonna look at you like a real queen? Because no woman ever did that for him. Fellas, am I not right, or am I lying right now? Fellas, comment below and tell them how simple this stuff is. And the thing about it is, fellas, it's crazy. Ladies, it's crazy because most women do not get this. It's not rocket science. A man is not trigonometry. He's not algebra. He's not calculus. A man is like add and subtract. It's simple. It's basic. And like I said, man, I'm not asking for anything from no woman. I'm not asking for anything for nobody or nothing. I'm just sitting up here telling you the struggles of men and what we go through and how we view life. It's hard for us. It's really hard. Always got to keep on going. Keep going all the time. Keep going. And then as a man, when we keep going, we still don't get the recognition we looking for. Keep going some more. Keep going some more. Keep working some more. Still, nobody is going to recognize a man. Do it some more. Do it some more. Still, nobody even looks that man way. This is why most men go to the gym. A lot of us men, this is why we stay at the gym working out or working on ourselves, because that's the only gratification we get is just working on ourselves. Because most of the gratification for a man, it don't come from outside of us like a woman do. Woman get compliments all day. People give us stuff. People pay this, pay that. People buy women stuff. I'm not complaining, y'all. I'm not. I'm just speaking facts about men lifestyle. Okay. If I was a woman, I wouldn't act like a man. And if I was a man, I damn sure wouldn't act like a woman. You feel me? But I'm just saying, men have it super, super hard, y'all. We got it super hard. We don't get no type of, and it's the thing, we don't really get no type of respect, not unless we go get it ourselves. We gotta fight for our respect as men. We gotta make money. We gotta have a big status. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, we don't get no notability. No man gets respected until he has status. That's just how it is. Like when you become successful as a man, the whole world like you. And then you don't even know who real at that point because they only there because of what you got. So, this is why a lot of men don't even settle down. They got a lot of money. And a lot of people say, oh, he a player now. He got all that money. He just buying girls and stuff. Nah, he ain't no player. He a regular dude, but he don't know who to trust because nobody was there for him when he was down. That chick wasn't there for him when he was struggling to get the way he is. So why should he trust these new chicks who come on the scene just because he done made 6 figures? That's why men don't settle down with women after they done became successful. That's why. And like I said, I'm not bashing women. I'm not talking down on women or nothing. I'm just speaking the truth. Because I know a lot of single women out there be single and they be wondering, like, where the good guys at? Where the guys at? Why they don't like us no more? Why they not approaching us no more? Because he don't want to give up what he's earned. He don't want what he's earned to be taken from him over something that involves emotions. The laws is not set up for men. It's not. It's not set up for men. So most men, keep it 100 with you, fellas, you already know. But for most men, it's scared to get in relationships. It's not that we can't. We got potentials out there we can get with. Every man does. Every man know a good girl on the side. Every man does. I don't care if she ugly, butt ugly, bad. I don't care what she is. What you call it? Independent. Every man got a woman. If not, he ain't no man. But the problem is that men just don't. A lot of men don't want to invest into a woman because he don't want what he has to be taken from him. It's just that simple. It's like Hunger Games for men nowadays because they don't know who to trust. We don't know who to trust. It's hard for men. We gotta watch. Like when it comes down to women, we have to watch women because we don't know what they gonna do. We don't know what they capable of. Most men get with women nowadays in the society that we live in modern society. Most men don't know. He can't trust women because all he probably seen growing up was just women do manipulative stuff to men. And he probably was raised by a single mama or something. He probably seen his mama do some manipulative stuff to his own daddy. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, the times that we living in now are so scarce that whatever this man has, whatever us men accumulate, we cannot afford to lose it. We can't. And sometimes that involves, not being in a relationship. Sometimes that involves not having friends around. Sometimes that means you got to leave your family members. You got to do whatever you got to do because in this world we live in, it don't love men, period. We are not loved. We never was meant to be loved. We don't have, on our Father's Day, when Father's Day come around, it's nothing happening. Crickets. You might see some people at the restaurants eating with their family member. That's it. It's nothing like Valentine's Day. I can tell you that. It's nothing like Mother's Day. I can 100% tell you that. Mother's Day, you got commercials playing on TV 2 weeks in advance, bro. But for men, we got to build up our own happiness every day. Every day. Every day. And we can't show no weakness at all, period. If we show weakness, if we express ourselves, if we vent, or if we, if we do anything that doesn't align with the masculinity of a man, we are immediately looked at as a lesser man than the next man. This is men's life. This is why we men. So for those of you who out there don't think it's hard being a man, it's very hard being a man. It's way more hard being a man than it is being a woman any day. We are meant to step up and we are meant to give, and never get nothing in return. This is a man's life. A man's life, we are made to provide for everybody else. And we be lucky if we get something in return for it. Be lucky. So, again, I'm not playing a victim role. I'm not whining. I'm just telling you like it is from a man's point of view, because a lot of men will probably say the same thing I'm saying, but they can't. So I'm speaking for the rest of the men out there who don't say nothing about it. Okay, so shouts out to all my fellas out there. Make sure you subscribe, man. Shouts out to all my ladies. Make sure you subscribe. Again, if y'all want to be a part of my school community, man, I got it up and running. Okay, just go down there and click the link. Join my school community. Network with people from all around the world. First 7 days are free. It's on me. And I'll be talking to you when you join the community, man. Being a man is hard. Peace.